Hey there, this is Everything I Love. This is another favorite Cole Porter tune. I say that all the time, I guess, but this is one of my favorite Cole Porter tunes and one of my favorite tunes to play. So, you know the drill, we'll play the melody, then we'll trade soloing and comping. So I've removed the chords from iReal Pro here, and I recommend as always using headphones so that you hear the bass. So yeah, let's play Everything I Love. Your time to solo. to play the melody from memory. So just a quick thing on those last two chords, the D flat, G flat major 7. Those chords are not in the original Cole Porter version or anything like that. When I started making these videos, I wanted to give you the most likely changes that people are gonna play, the most common changes that people play. Not necessarily the original changes or anything fancy, but in this case, I wanted those chords there, and they're from my favorite recording of this tune, which is by Ed Bickert. It's from a Paul Desmond record. You really should check that out if you haven't. It's a great solo by Ed Bickert, and in that version they play those chords there at the end. I think that's the first time somebody did that. I might be wrong about that, but since then people tend to play those chords there, at least that D flat major 7. And but also be aware of that. If you do that, people might not be aware of those chords there at all. So it's one of those cases where you want to maybe talk about it before you play it. Like, should we play those major 7? What is it, like a flat 6 major 7 to flat 2 major 7 there? Some people don't like that kind of stuff. It sounds kind of modern, right? And if you're confused by that, what the hell does flat 6 major 7 and flat 2 major 7 mean? I have made videos way back about modal interchange, because that's modal interchange, right? And I think those videos are some of my best content, but not a lot of people have watched those. And understanding modal interchange is very important. It's an important part of jazz, understanding jazz, because if you understand why those chords work and why it sounds good, then you know what to play over them. Another great version of this tune is by guitarist Jesse Van Ruler, and I've also made quite a few videos about, or at least 2 videos about Jesse Van Ruler, where I transcribe his solos. That's another version you want to check out for sure, if you haven't already. This is another great tune to use the kind of Ed Bickert, Lenny Bro idea of playing guide tones. I do this in almost all the Cole Porter videos. So play the guide tones on the 5th and 4th string. So here, that's an F sharp or a G flat and C. So that's a huge leap there, right? That's why it sounds like Lenny Bro or Lorne Vosky, another Canadian guitar player who plays like this. So B flat minor, I play A flat and D flat, and then G and D flat, and then G and C. And then F, B flat, E, B flat. So I'm trying to grab as much as possible the guide tones on the 5th and 4th string with the inside fingers, and I try to play the melody as much as possible with these fingers. That's the Lenny Bro trick. Not always, sometimes I do other stuff. Doesn't always work with a major 7. Sometimes I play a root in the 7th. That's a root in the 7th, F, E, and then the B7, and then B flat, A and G, D and C. Those are just roots and 7ths. guide tones. So I've talked about this quite a lot. I think the best video where I explain this technique is in my video of G Baby Ain't I Good to You. So I guess this is lesson number 9 in my Cole Porter series, and some people ask me where are the missing videos, and they're on the Patreon page, because the idea of this is, besides learning all these Cole Porter tunes myself, this one I actually knew already, is that I wanted to give something back to my patrons, because they've been supporting me. Some cases people have supported me for years, which is kind of amazing. So I don't charge extra for these videos. They're like bonus videos for my patrons, and every other week I post them on here. But if you want all of them, Cole Porter lessons like these, they're on my Patreon page. So that was Everything I Love, another tune to add to your repertoire. The bonus video that is going to be exclusive of Patreon next week is going to be From This Moment On. So with all that, thanks for your time and attention, and I shall see you next time.